Portugal is not winning the World Cup this year. I know, bookmark this. Clip it, absolutely roast me in the comments, but someone has to say it out loud. Look, I get why everyone is intoxicated by the romance. It's Cristiano Ronaldo's historic sixth tournament, the ultimate last dance on American soil. And on paper, their roster looks like an absolute FIFA cheat code. But football fairy tales don't survive modern tactical reality. Behind the names and the hype hides a fatal system paradox, a shocking midfield omission, and a brutal physical toll that will completely break this squad the moment they hit the knockout rounds. If you think I am completely out of my mind, just look at the data hiding right behind the headlines. Drop your opinion in the comments right now, hit subscribe, and let me show you exactly why this giant is going home empty-handed. Let's talk about the absolute elephant in the room, the Ronaldo paradox. In elite modern soccer, if you want to lift that trophy, your front line has to execute a relentless, suffocating, high-intensity defensive press. Roberto Martínez loves a fluid, possession-heavy style that forces opposing teams into mistakes. But the cold, hard reality is that at 41, Ronaldo simply can't run those defensive marathons for 90 minutes anymore. The physical data doesn't lie. When your central striker doesn't trigger that press, your entire tactical system breaks. The defensive backline is forced to drop 10 yards deeper just to protect themselves, and that creates a catastrophic gap right in the heart of the team. And that gap is where Portugal's World Cup dream goes to die, especially because of Martinez's most shocking squad decision, leaving out Joao Palhinha. A true elite pure defensive destroyer is an absolute madness. Without a natural elite ball winner to anchor the transitions and clean up the mess, Martinez is flying to the US completely without a safety net. The defensive workload is falling squarely on creative playmakers like Vitinha and young Joao Neves. Don't get me wrong, Vitinha is an absolute maestro with the ball at his feet, but asking him to shield a backline against elite physical counter-attacks? This is a total mismatch. They will get absolutely overrun in transitions. If you think they can just coast through the group stage and figure it out later, think again. Group K is going to be an absolute meat grinder for this team. They have to face Colombia right down in Miami. If you know anything about South American football right now, Colombia plays with a terrifying high-octane physical intensity. They do not give you the time to breathe. They will press Vitinha, they will completely bully the midfield, and they will ruthlessly exploit every single structural crack in Portugal's framework. This is not European qualifiers anymore. This is a hostile, high-pressure environment where tactical imbalance gets punished instantly. Let's do a quick reality check against the actual tournament heavyweights. Look at France. When they launch an attack, they have absolute verticality. Their wingers stretch defenses, drag backlines into pure chaos, and open up oceans of space for the rest of the squad. Portugal's attack with an immovable Ronaldo is completely static and entirely predictable. If an elite team locks down the penalty box and chokes out the service from the wings, Portugal has no plan B. Rafael gets completely isolated on the left flank because there are no dynamic central runs dragging fullbacks away from him. Compare that to Argentina's winning blueprint. Their entire squad literally sacrificed their own egos, running extra miles just to let Messi wave his magic. Does this star-studded Portugal squad have that same collective blue-collar defensive identity? Honestly, I just don't see it. You have got Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, superstars who are used to running the show at their clubs. When things get ugly in the knockout rounds, do they defer everything to Ronaldo? Or do they take the game into their own hands? That ego friction will tear them apart. Beyond the pitch, there's a profound, heavy emotional weight inside this locker room. This team is playing with a deeply human purpose, carrying the memory of Diogo Jota, who tragically passed away last year. Martinez has openly embraced this as 27+1 squad. Now that kind of deep, shared grief can completely unite a group, giving them an almost supernatural motivation on the pitch. We see it in how Bernardo Silva talks about remembering him every single day. But it also adds a mountain of paralyzing emotional pressure. Every single missed chance or defensive error feels magnified 100 times over. On top of that, if the system stalls and Martinez is forced to bench Ronaldo to protect the team, it triggers an instant media circus that completely derails the locker room harmony. We saw the blueprint of this disaster in Qatar. The moment CR7 sits, the tournament becomes a reality TV show, and the football completely stops mattering. Finally, never underestimate the brutal physical toll of a summer tournament played across the United States. We are talking extreme travel distances, massive climate shifts, and choking humidity in southern cities like Houston. For a young squad, recovery is grueling enough. For a 41-year-old forward, it's an impossible physical ask. Cristiano Ronaldo is undisputedly one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of cleats, and his legendary legacy is completely set in stone no matter what happens. But soccer is a beautiful, brutal, unforgiving game that cares absolutely nothing about romantic fairy tales. The tactical rigidness, the midfield gaps, and the sheer physical exhaustion will catch up to them. Am I completely out of my mind here? Soccer mates family, or do you see the exact same cracks showing up in this squad? Drop your raw tactical thoughts in the comments below. I read and reply to everything. Smash that like button, subscribe to join the squad, and I'll see you in the pitch. Peace.